Hello, meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. Today is the 22nd of July, and of course, we have got some news about the stimulus, although it's still kind of, up in the air, okay? So let's get started with what we know, and then we'll take it from there. After all, you're dealing with Congress, and Congress is a bunch of assholes, and they don't seem to listen to common sense, and they're not Americans who understands the real world, because they're all basically a bunch of rich lawyers, and they have, and Mitch McConnell is certainly not an exception when he has a net worth of $22 million. Lucky fuck. You got $22 million in your pocket. You lucky asshole. I wish I had that kind of money. Just throw around willy-nilly in my investment portfolio. But I don't. So here we go. As it points out, Democrats want a stimulus, and they want money for cities and towns, and they want to keep the unemployment boost, which adds to the state's unemployment figures for everybody. However, they are willing to negotiate within reason. Donald Trump wants his payroll tax cut, which would cut the taxes that we pay both on the individual and company for Medicare and Social Security. Many senators in the Republic, and definitely Democrats, you can bet, are saying this is not going to work. In fact, Chuck Grassley says, basically, my paraphrasing is, this is stupid. People would rather benefit more with an outright check than getting a $30 tax break per month on taxes. And also, it's going to seriously harm Social Security and Medicare. So clearly, him and many Republican senators are saying, no, not going there. However, they all do agree that there needs to be liability protection to protect businesses from frivolous torts, which makes sense. In a society of sue everybody, including your mother, literally, makes sense to have legislation that prevents somebody who has COVID-19 to frame a corporation or a company or even mom and pop shop, cause the company to go bankrupt in litigation and liability costs, especially if they were just planted there specifically to milk the legal system. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, it's a real thing. And so, yes, many senators agree we need liability protection. But as I said, not everybody is in support of Donald Trump's taking a tax holiday for the Medicare and Social Security. Jeez, it's not surprising. However, and for what little you're going to get out of it, and the individual is chicken's feed. However, for a big corporation, or as Trump would tell you, from Trump Enterprises, or the Trump Foundation, that's not no chicken feed. When you're talking about possibly raking as many as a 5-figure pay break cut for the business side. 5 to 6 figures a year. Ooh. So guess who gets the stimulus in that case? It's the well-to-do. It's not those who do not well. Okay? Those who do not well get screwed. However, Chuck Grassley says that's why he wants to see a stimulus check, because those who do not do well would be able to finally pay off the bills, liabilities, and expenses that have accrued since March of 2020. So yes, there's a reason, March 23rd, 2020. the Emergency Money for the People Act, the EMPA, is not off the table. You can bet Kamala Harris and Chuck Schumer and Bernie Sanders and many others, including Edward Markey of Massachusetts, are going to push it. They will push it as they feel it is fair. It should be a reoccurring thing as far as the idea of giving stimulus retroactive money. I don't know how well that would go. Honestly, my personal opinion, if you give a stimulus retroactive money, I'd call it a done deal. Not really. Really, I would. Just say, after all, we're talking about March, right? March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months, 2,000 hours. Ooh, that's $1,200. Ooh, that's a nice down payment for a house. Yeah, I'll take that. Can you please give it to me in $100 unmarked bills, please? Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I can go ahead and give it to my lender and get my house. That's probably not going to happen, but it would be nice. Well, now we're lucky enough that at least they all agree we need a stimulus, but how it's going to work, I don't know. Okay. Donald Trump did a COVID-19 discussion on his last night about the roundtable was going with COVID-19. And he says, yeah, masks work. Okay, fine, Mr. Trump. I never said they don't work. It's just an additional step that we have to do every day as part of our get out and do our lives business. Throw on a piece of paper or plastic or cloth or whatever you're going to wear on your face. Honestly, I just want to wear a ski muffler and I just want to throw it all the way up to my eyeballs. Boom. Problem solved. Mask. And then when I'm cold in the wintertime, I have something I can flip up to warm my neck. Yeah, that's what I do. Then wait, the next thing is last night. Last night was a good show. I had I don't know how many people actually liked it. I don't have the stats yet, but it doesn't matter. I hope that it went well. It did a couple things by showing the videos in the past, like the coronation in the past. One of the things is it shows when I was crowned and what was said at the time of my coronation, so that those people do know what Mother Asna said during the coronation ceremony of December 21st, 2011. We did play some World of Warcraft on the other channel, and I didn't play it for a long time because I was kind of getting a little overheated. It was hot. But I did come out there and I did play some World of Warcraft. It's Vanya. And I thought she was higher than a 13 for my warrior. She was only 13, so going on 14 soon. But I really want to get my Vanya up a lot in her ranking. Also, we have some new people who joined the big support group, or those people, I'm reminding you, all of them are from different time zones, and all of them several of them have said, for example, the one from Australia said, gee, I wish your show was on a time that was convenient for us Australians. The one from the UK, I've said, gee, I don't want to be on at midnight. Couldn't you have the show earlier? Honestly, I don't know how. After all, I'm not going to have a lot of different shows on, because YouTube is still dragging its ass and getting done processing the streams as it is now. So for me to have the shows on 3 or 4 shows a day doesn't mean that YouTube is going to process them any faster. Okay? Because they're not. YouTube is taking its sweet ass time. For channels that do get monetization, If your videos are longer than 8 minutes, you can now set your markers for mid-roll ads. Great. So does that mean that if I know exactly when I want to put my ad breaks in, if I was one of those shows with commercial breaks, and I would know exactly what to say to my audience, and we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsor. And then 2 seconds later, and we're back. Knowing that exactly when I set the marks at 8 minutes, I would get exactly 8 minutes or every 15 minutes or whatever. Fantastic. That's just an additional pain in the ass for me. But right now I don't have YPP, so that's not even an issue yet. But you could help me get YPP because there's 2 things we need. We need 1,000 subs. Right now we're at 666. Please give me off 666. I beg you. I don't want to have that as an angel number. Okay? I do not want 666 as an angel number. I need 1 more sub, guys. Come on. Give me up to 667. Or ideally, give me up to 670. It'd be even better. And by August, can we get to 700? It's only 33 people, guys. Really. And then by January, maybe we can get to 1,000 subs, and then I'll have the 240,000 minutes of viewing time, and then we will be able to get the YPP application processed, approved, and be all set to go. Now, remember, I already had YPP originally and was grandmothered. It's just that they don't seem to want to just give me my YPP. No. Yeah. So I need YPP. I want my YPP. Yeah. All right, so are we going to be live tonight inside? Yes. Are we going to have phone calls? Yes. Are we going to be talking about World of Warcraft? We could, if there's nothing new to report about the stimulus, which there probably will be. And will there be a stimulus check by August? Yeah, I didn't mention that. I was bringing it up. Everybody says, yeah, we'll have it done before the end of July. We'll see about that, asshole. You lied to us before. Remember, even if the Senate passes it in July, then it's still got to go to the House. And then Nancy Pelosi might put it under her chair as a booster. And sit on it until after July or August and say, it's still on arrival. I sit on it for a few weeks. Well, that'd be suicide. What even if it does pass the House and the Senate? Of course, it still has to pass Donald Trump. Though Donald Trump has already said that he will basically veto it if he doesn't have those payroll tax cuts. However, that doesn't mean that we still couldn't get the 2/3 majority of the House and the Senate together to override its veto. Of course they can. But unfortunately, it also may be the end of his possible term as president because of the fact is that people in America will see him as a turncoat. Not exactly good for him to do, and not good for you either. Weather, by the way, today will be not quite as hot, so that'll be good for me and good for you. But anyway, that's about it, guys. I wanted to just let you know that, my hair has grown in a lot. I didn't wash it today. I washed it yesterday. You can see it's grown in a lot. Are we going to go back to blonde? It's not off the menu, guys. If I go back to blonde, it's going to be probably in a couple of months. I got to wait for this COVID-19 to finally die, and then I can do shit that I used to do. You know, that's what's still me now, and is the stupid COVID-19 is totally screwing up everybody in the state of Connecticut. Requiring that all people make a hair appointment with their hairstylist, and they can only do certain procedures, and there's no waiting room. So if you get there too early, well, then you're SOL. Or if worse comes to worse, you don't have a hair appointment. I'm sorry, I can't see you today because unfortunately I only have a client coming in. Goodbye. See you soon. Please call this number next time you need your hair done. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's what they're doing. All right. Everybody, just wanted to let you know that I thank you all for watching the show. Please do subscribe. We need to explain something about the algorithm. I don't know what take a second of this. Every like counts because every like tells the algorithm that you like the video. You like what you see. And then they recommend it to others immediately. And if you don't, they don't even send out the notifications, apparently. So if you do like the video, post a thumbs up, please. It's only a second of your time. And you know what? It'll help me to get out to more people and to more people to see the content. And LOL their ways to the bank. Seriously, I would like to be serious too, but I do like to have a little fun with you also. So trying to be serious this report and not making it so dour and sour that no one basically will enjoy the little bit of giggles and shits between the show. That's just the way I like to do it sometimes. I'm in a good mood. And of course, we all know that we all need some shits and giggles, especially this time and age. Okay? At least I can report also the number of deaths from COVID-19 is on the decrease. As our death rate is plateaued, it's steady. People dying from COVID-19 is decreasing. We are lowering the death curve. We are not lowering those infected curve. However, as I said yesterday, how many of those are asymptomatic? How many of them are symptomatic? Does the reports clearly state the difference between the two? The ones I've seen seem to be not showing the difference between asymptomatic carriers and symptomatic carriers. So yeah, as we do more and more testing, there's less and less distinction between the two groups. And that's where things just get really, really scary for everybody. Because we don't know what the real story is. Alright guys, I'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And that would be midnight UK time. Sorry, Kirsty, I can't do it any earlier right now. Because this is the reason we had to pick the time we did. Was that's when the majority of the people are on. But also is when it's cooler in the day. Finding the compromise that's cooler in the day and still has a lot of viewers watching the show is a thing where I have to balance the scales between the two. Alright guys, that's it for now. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe. Okay? Bye-bye.